part of the NAACP for the city of Antioch.
So you can go to our website or you can go to naacp.org, and we are branch 1055 B, Pittsburgh branch. Uh-huh.
All right, so is there a criteria? Is there something that you have to have in order to
There's
join?
no criteria. The youth, if you join under the youth unit, their unit 1795. So the criteria is you pick the right unit, youth or adult. The youth are scholarshiped in, so they don't pay anything, but the adult membership is $30. And that's the only criteria. We're open to everybody. We're open to all races. Of course, we don't discriminate.
Okay, so is that $30 a year or every month, every
Oh,
week?
no, for a year.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
a
So
year.
what kind of activities does it include? I mean, what do you
So the $30 membership is just a membership fee to join the organization, and then all of the events that the NAACP does um, are normally free, except for the fundraising banquet or fundraising activities. And we fundraise because we are traditionally supposed to do things in the community. Um, and we also try to raise money to have people support people with complaints. So, like for volunteers to drive to um, different complaints and things like that, sometimes we need to reimburse them for mileage if it's far. Otherwise, for the most part, we all volunteer for free and our money gets given back to the community. So we give scholarships, um, those type of things. We have a big MLK breakfast. And we are now, as the new president, I'm now trying to position the branch to do more community service events. So I would like to see us reaching out and doing more connection with parents around education, more workshops with that, putting together more health workshops. So venues and stuff for that cost money. So when we raise money, that's what it goes for. And then members are always free to attend all those events and participate in those workshops until we get to that spot. One of the things I'm doing as the new president is we have a general membership meeting the fourth Thursday of every month. And I've been inviting people to talk about current issues. So last month we had DA Becton to come talk about the recall that's going on against her and why we shouldn't be signing that petition. And then I also have PG&E on the list to come talk to customers about rate increases, but also emergency services, because one of the things that happened, especially in the last disasters, when your power goes off, for some people that's detrimental. You have elderly people with medical equipment, breathing equipment. So imagine we sheltered in place in Martinez from a fire, right? You couldn't go outside, the air was bad, then you had people that needed breathing equipment inside and no power. So those are things that we want to just push, that our elderly and people of color don't get displaced, because those things aren't even marketed to them. The average household of color doesn't even know where an emergency shelter is in their neighborhood. So those are things that are important to me as a new president, right? And not just because I have elderly in my family, but I suffer from asthma. We have people on the board that have breathing disorders too. And then the other things that we would like to look into is we get a lot of complaints still, especially in this climate, with people who are terminated unfairly, wrongful terminations. We have a lot of parents that are in need of IEPs and are not able to get them. They don't know the process for that. They don't know how to support their child as a learner. So those are things that we're interested in, just breaking down some of those misnomers that break down our families.
So how do you guys reach out to the unhoused and homeless? Do you have some type of program for them too?
We don't yet. I am in touch with a couple of people to try to put something together, so maybe we can do a couple events for them. But I am definitely not above that. And another cause on our forefront is foster youth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we have a nonprofit organization called Operation Just Because, and we feed the homeless and go into the academies, but we also feed the low income. Like towards the end of the month, most people need food, so come together and go out into the neighborhood and feed the people. So I'm just wondering, do you guys do have resources for that? Is there something new you're going to start?
We don't, right now, our branch is really low on resources. Like I said, I'm a new president just coming on board.
Oh,
In
congratulations.
fact, thank you. In fact, our election was late because I contested it at the beginning. So we have very limited resources, but we are trying to support other organizations in the community by volunteering at their events. And then I've developed a new plan for the website. So all events, right now I call it Juneteenth season, but all events we've been posting on our website just so people are aware, because a lot of people don't know that any events are going on until they show up at the meeting. So now I've been trying to get people to send us our flyers. I've been giving out my email address, and then when they do that, we post it on our calendar page so that people can, know where events are, who the contact person is, what time they need to be there, and what it's for, so they can choose what to do to get involved. And the last thing I'm working on is pulling together a minority business listing, and that includes nonprofits. Just because you're not selling something doesn't mean you're not a business and don't need help, right?
Exactly.
So I definitely want to be a promoter of that, of our nonprofits as well.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for your time. It was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.